Oh, man. Well, that didn't work.
Guess I can forget about the meat, huh?
What do you mean?
Your dad must have pulled some strings. Be sure and check Stephanie's pillow, you lucky bum.
What the hell are you talking about?
You'll see once the sheriff gets here. Stephanie. Things will never be the same now. Guess I'll be watching TV nights.
Okay, you can come in now, son.
My God. Is that what I think it is?
Yep, it's a spinal cord.
Is it Stephanie?
I can see a resemblance, but I can't be sure.
More pie, Sheriff?
Pie? Don't you realize what's happened?
Oh, indeed I do. I can just hear the tongues wagging at the PTA. Was it suicide?
Never heard of anyone pulling their own spinal cord out before. Off the record, I'd have to say no. No, all in all, I'd say this was death by natural causes.
Natural causes?
You can't live without a spinal cord, son. Nothing unnatural about that. Think I will have some more pie.
Right away.
I can't believe this. This is horrible.
Believe me, you get to the point to where this is routine. Now the only clue we got is that card on her pillow. Take a look at it.
This is practically a confession.
Confession to what, son?
Murder. Isn't that what you're here to investigate?
Son, you don't investigate natural deaths. No point.
Then I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
More pie, Sheriff?
Don't mind if I do. Can't allow you to take her remains. Can't allow you.
Well, that didn't work.
Received the invitation, but you have not brought it.
I don't understand.
The invitation was not the card, but the spinal cord. It must be presented to me ere I allow you to enter. I expect nothing. What must unfold will. You were provided an invitation. Bring me the skull and spinal cord if you would pass to the world beyond.
Hello, Steve. Poor Stephanie. Why, it just breaks my heart, thinking of that poor thing ripped limb from limb and skinned like an animal. You need to forget, Steve. Try to take your mind off of it. and get back to work at your father's slaughterhouse. You're all
Sorry, son, no time to talk. I understand the wedding has been offed, along with your fiancée. Just as well. She never got any letters anyway. Next time you post, don't...
Think about taking some of that siding off. My condolences on Stephanie, Steve.
Sweet. That's funny. She never mentioned remembering you.
Well, she was pretty young in those days. Nice to see you again, Steve.
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy with this game. That's a tough break, that Stephanie business. If you ask me, she was the victim of a UFO. Just like them cattle mutilations, they stripped her and left what they couldn't use. You see, they use what the doctors call hemoglobin in the blood as fuel for their saucers, and the eyeballs are spark plugs.
They left one of her eyeballs, Clem.
Well, they only need one spark plug, Pete. They's advanced. Yes, sirree. Them aliens is wily. Anytime, Steve. Son, I've...
Can't talk now, Steve. I've got to hose out some entrails. Oh, Steve, how could this terrible thing happen? I'm so sorry. Listen, I know you were mainly taking this job because of the wedding, but for your father's sake, I hope you'll still come to work here. What this business needs is new blood. Don't be such a stranger, Steve, and my best to your dad.
Seeing you here again, one would think you'd never graduated. My condolences, Steve. When Stephanie was a little girl running through these halls, who would have believed something like this could happen to her? There's always a reason, big guy. There's always a reason. Drop in again soon. Adult education is a
Stephen, I'm glad that Class, I want you all to remember that Stephanie Potsdam sat at the same desk that you're sitting in now. And look what happened to her. Mind your P's and Q's, unless you want to wind up like her. Right, Stephen? It's the or else part that I really like. Isn't that right, class? Stop by.
Say, can you... The whole shebang just went up in flames.
Sorry, I don't feel... Oh my. That's a right shame about Stephanie. Did I
tell you, she reminded me of this girl I seen in one of my French postcards afore the missus burnt them up and took the broom to me. Stephanie was such a nice girl. I went over to have a look at the body, but there weren't nothing left attached, hardly. I always wondered what she looked like naked. Reckon someone found out, huh, kiddo? Anytime, kiddo.
Young man, we really have... Your fiancée's death was, no doubt, a tragic affair for those who knew her, loved her, and so forth. But to me, you simply can't get a nicer assignment. No organs left to remove, no fluids to drain, solvent parents, and no coffin to fuss over. I wish everybody could die as Stephanie did. Although it's true, only her hairdresser will know for sure now. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so...
Sorry, Steve. Too tired. Steve, I was sorry as all get out to hear about Stephanie. She was a sweet young thing. I used to watch her walk down the street to school every morning, standing on 2 medium-sized apple crates and squinting through the crack in the fence on those days when it didn't hail. I can still imagine her, so pure and innocent. She never stopped to say hi. Good work, of course, you queered my play with Edna. But so Pastor, of course, but at least DNA's diner burned down. What a shame. Women run a damn terrible thing. That business. Bye now.
Damn it.
It is requested and required that I turn over this sacred dagger to you to aid you in your
What is this?
You must now enter the lodge. Initiates find it a hostile place.
Are you supposed to help me or get me killed?
I'm starting you on the path of initiation to a very special, very exclusive brotherhood. I am merely the administrator of a test. Whether you view me as an enemy or a friend depends on how well you're prepared to pass.
This thing? You haven't said what it is.
It is a special weapon. Using it will be part of the initiation. You always... Whatever occurs in here is relevant to the great question which you cannot help but answer. What is at issue is whether in answering the question you will find the answers you seek. You will encounter those intent on preventing or prompting your answer, depending on how you look at it. While the assumption is you want to live, dying is easy and provides its own answer, but not for you.
Just tell me, is Stephanie dead or being held within?
The membership director on the second level keeps track of such things.
Oh, great. Then you are against me.
I am the sergeant at arms. I am here to ensure that the protocols are observed. Deviation from a protocol shall result in punishment. Remember what I have told you. Now, let the initiation begin.
Ah, you're here. Excellent. You'll find them through that door.
Excuse me?
You are the exterminator, are you not?
No.
In that case, I'm afraid you'll have a hard time of it, sir. Recently, the lodge has become infested by pests. They need exterminating, or, to be blunt, sir, they need killing. And plenty. We're not speaking of cockroaches. I wish you good luck, sir. I only hope you can...